hold on, wait.
What?
How do I get to your link on Magma?
We
Oh, Magma.
mean my link. We talk about.
To share the same canvas with you. You already here? Oh, oh, I didn't know you were already here. All right, Wood, we can start.
What you saying? That is literally going to be the intro. I have it recorded. There is nothing you can do to stop me.
Let's go.
Right, so we is back here again in the gallery. This time with man like Makesi. What is the real scene?
Hey, bro, it's been a minute. I feel like the last time we saw each other intentionally was that manga thing that we were doing together. I think you remember that, right?
The manga thing we were doing together, I do not. Where's that, eh?
It was me, you, James, Rennie. We were all had like concepts for mangas, and we were like pitching it together like a Shonen Jump thing. You remember that?
That rings no bells, horse.
You had this sick idea about like telling stories from school, like
Oh,
anthologically.
that's that was Donkey Eye. That
Yes, bro.
horse what? No,
You remember?
no. We saw each other. We saw each other after that. Not intentionally, as you said.
Yeah.
I remember it was I think it was Upmarket or some one of them markets in the St. James, no, in Woodbrook Youth Facility.
Yeah, that was true. That did happen.
Yes, and we shared a lime juice. Pause.
We did.
Wherever that happened.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, so that would have
a
been
lime
like
juice
20.
between two adult men.
What?
What do you mean by that?
13, 20, 14, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Donkey Eye was before that. But yeah,
That's
so.
like early days we does raw as well. Yep. That's how we made the connection.
Yeah.
That's a quick throwback to start the episode.
As one does. How have things been, man? What have you been up to? Actually, pause.
Uh-huh.
Let me go back. And so it's a macro business session. So I need to do the thing right. And we need to
Macro in sequence.
macro in sequence. So education, where did that happen?
So in school, I didn't do art per se. I was more focusing on engineering and stuff.
Which school did you attend?
Fatima College.
Ah, okay.
This was between 2001 and 2007 or 6, somewhere around there. And,
Okay.
you know, my art teacher was a sweetheart, but she kind of discouraged me. I'm not naming no name. Like, I draw. I didn't join her class. I focused on her stuff, but I always kept drawing. Like, Kenshi was a big inspiration. You know, you start drawing video game shit like Sonic the Hedgehog. Like,
Right.
stuff that, like, stand out and cool to you, Dexter's Laboratory. Anything that caught my eye and was obviously sick. I tried to emulate and draw it too. When Devil May Cry came out, I was in standard 5. That shit blew my mind. Like Capcom, I already knew like how sick they were because of stuff like Rival Schools, Devil May Cry, like all this came from one place and it was all the sickest shit. Bro. So I was just trying to sketch and become like an artist on that level. And this is before we had access to the internet, so I didn't know about Akiman or any of the original Capcom artists to be like, yo, these people are genuinely like draftsmen.
But you said that the art teacher kind of discouraged you from drawing. In what way?
Yeah, I would show her my sketches, and some of them would be original, some of them would be like me just copying shading. And she'd be like, "This is okay, but you should go to art class here." And I don't know, I took it as a diss. It probably was like her seeing potential.
Yeah, it wanted to.
But it didn't feel like that. It just felt like, yeah, you need training. That's how I took it.
Oh. Huh.
But like that's early days, and I mean, after I finished CXC. My God, it's been a minute. After I finished CXC, I was kind of uncertain about direction or what I'm gonna do next.
Right.
This is some soul glue stuff right here. I need like a can. Yeah, just 1 second. In the brief. But yeah, after CXC, wasn't really sure what the next step was. I had some ideas about like where to take it next, but my uncle he saw on Synergy TV, either Synergy or Guy, one of those local stations, ad for UTT animation.
Right.
I Googled it that same day. I looked for Camille. She popped up. I got her phone number. Like, I was trying to be as direct and actually get into this thing. So I did everything I could. And like, I got shortlisted with a classroom of some of the coolest people of every age you could think
that
of.
Because you would have been in the first cohort.
First batch. Yep.
Right. So that would have been you and Renee and
Claire, Lyndon.
Right.
Anthony, oh my god, Maynard, my boy. I still keep in contact with a lot of them. Some of us we don't keep up, but like we call, we still touch base on stuff like that to make sure we're all good. Yeah, bro. But yeah, it was a really cool, interesting group of people, and they were all quirky, all cooked up. So I felt like I could be myself more than in other spaces.
You found your
people.
And
it was one time, like I had a ringtone, and Renee turned around and he just did, the nod from that white actor he made.
Yeah.
It's pretty much that in classroom, bro. He's like, yeah, that's some tough shit. It was Fully Cooley from
FLCL, boy.
Yeah, the Pillows, that band was tough.
Right, so
after UTT
was from when to when?
That would have been from 2008 to 2010.
Okay.
And it was a really good experience to go through the entire UTT experience. That deserves a whole podcast on its own, so summarizing it will be wild. But the course was in its early
that might be an idea
stages.
to get back some audio in one place. So you, Renee, and a few others. We just talk about that.
Yeah, we have stories to tell. We have some, like I'm sure every generation of student that went out there have some stories to tell. UTT is where like I kind of got my foot in, and curiosity about art. Like that's a huge part of this, I think, to maintain just like that energy,
Right.
And I love for it.
What was the process? Obviously, well, I say obviously, I don't even know. It may be different now, but did you have to present a portfolio? You had in-person interview that you had to go to. What was the process?
So I uploaded about 7 of my best illustrations at the time.
And this would have been illustrations you did on your own because you didn't do art in school.
Yeah, on my own. This would, like when I'm on holidays, I open up my brother X-Men comic book. I'm looking for some 6 panels from Astonishing X-Men, and he don't want me any comic books. We actually fall out. He choke slam to the fridge. It was because he go like nobody touching the comics. So I get lift up like how he's like, don't ever touch my comic books, bro. And I'm like, dog, seriously?
Yeah.
And he get more mad because I was dating him.
Yeah. You saying?
He had the ghost face. I'm not supposed to go through the ghost face. Like I say ghost face. Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah, the Ghost Rider comic. Those panels were so cool and like unbelievable for the time because I didn't know what Photoshop was. So like it was dreamy sequence panels for me. I didn't know how they did it. It looked like movie shit. So I had to see that. I had to know what was up. Like, how are they doing this? Some of the books, like from Wizard and stuff, had drawing tutorials, like things that I could use to be a better artist.
Yeah.
So I was breaking the rules. I was trying to see what's up. But like, I got inspired by all these things, bro.
And say, do not touch my shit. Right. So 6.
Wait.
Upload 6
panels. Yeah, I didn't have any animation at the time. I didn't have a computer that I could draw with outside of Windows Paint. And I actually know some people that work with Windows Paint and animate and do crazy stuff. Like, to this day, I don't get it.
But as I will.
But that's pretty much all I had. And a write-up. I think they wanted a short story about the story you tell if you join the class. I had to remember, but I got shortlisted. I got into the classroom. We did another test where you draw a character and again tell another short story. I believe it was writing had a lot to do with it because at the end of the course they intended for each of us to do their own short film.
Right.
Which you write storyboard and animate.
I remember attending that in Napa, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did the animation course?
No, I went and watched the show reels earlier put together after the final.
Yeah. That was huge. I didn't think it all happened. I didn't think it all worked out.
Why not?
I don't know. I just had I was on the fence about like it all getting done because me making my film, I knew how heavy and impossible this was. Like, and it just felt for everybody else in the classroom like this is so unreasonable to have one person. Especially some of us didn't have a huge background in illustration. I just used to copy. So when I looked at my own art, like how I used to draw, I'd still have some pages of my own character designs. It was me me trying to assimilate Naruto and Samurai Champloo and the things that influenced me at the time into a style that really was unrefined. I didn't really know how to build form in space, you know? And like, I don't follow any tutorials. I always did like my own thing to... Am I in your...
You on your own? No, you man drawing, man.
I getting close to your stuff, man.
Okay. I mean, we share lime juice, like, so where's our canvas?
Bro, fact. Talk about it. You just had to remind people sometimes.
Yeah, that's
So like, just building form and space didn't come natural. There was some huge revelatory moments when we met like a serious animator. There's this guy, his name is Alex from Cuba.
Okay.
We had a connection, and he was a director in a Cuban animation studio. They would do a lot of outsourcing and sometimes their own productions for the government.
Okay, it's interesting. I never, in thinking animation, Cuba is not one of the first
places that come to mind, right?
Yeah.
It's like the media that gets out today and how it's publicized in the first place. Our country is westernized, so it's really important to get eyes on.
Yeah.
Unless you're watching like a documentary, you know, like those YouTube.
Right. Yeah. Because like the only thing I have known Cuba to be known for is
I'm bastardizing whatever this is. Sorry. Was the you know them for the medical?
Yeah. They're supposed to have the one of the top some of the best doctors in the world in Cuba, because a lot of people go there for treatment that they can't get anywhere else, kind of thing.
True. Yeah, well, he had a style that was kind of steeped in tradition because they had to deal with so many different productions. He had to be flexible and just like a jack of all trades, like the real deal.
So he could fall in at any place, any line, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Right.
At any point, storyboarding. So he was what we would need to be in order to accomplish.
Right.
And his class was so grueling. It was like, it wasn't fun. It like, compared to anything else we did, it was like a slap in the face to like.
So he came and took over a class, or he was like a guest speaker?
Nah, he was there. Like helping out, teaching classes, and I mean he didn't take over per se, like this is now his thing. It just like he was a feature for a couple months.
Lecturer for, okay, yeah. Wow, all right, I did not know that at all.
That course was incredible for giving us exposure to things that would literally be impossible otherwise. Because Camille's connection with Anime Carib, the guests would have time with us and we'd be able to like ask questions.
Right.
Completely out of the realm of any interview we get otherwise or any session. I'm really grateful for a lot of that, truly. Like just the art side, but I got my first laptop. I got into operating systems and tech in general. 3D was a big part of the course, and like that's part of my repertoire these days. So all these things have been foundational in the artist that I've become eventually.
That's great. Okay, so
props where props due.
Indeed. I remember something involving slippers with your...
Oh yes, for the classic. That was my first film and the story that I chose to create for my final film thesis in UTT, coming down to the end. I think we had about a year and a half notice that we had to do it, and I started the night. I started working on it the night. The night that they told us we had to do it, I started working on it. Like I went home and started working on it just like
real confused there, horse.
Sorry, what did it sound like?
Like, yeah, we have we showing the film tomorrow. All right, I'll start tonight. So.
Oh yeah. My bad. Like I started working on the film, even though I had a year and a half to. I had to like know my direction and figure it out because I wanted to make something that was cool to me.
Right.
And I know that was impossible. That was a big ask. I swear, dog. In school, in Form 5, Naruto was such a big influence, and because it used to serialize so often, like it just keep coming out.
Yep.
To me, I thought they used to make it in a computer. I was so ignorant about animation in school, like in Form 5. I thought Naruto was entirely computer generated, and it like this is how out of it I was when I started. I had to realize like animation for the last 50, 60, 100 years has never been entirely on a computer. We now reached it.
You living in the future, yes? You living in the year 3000.
I'm thinking about, like those old 80s CIA CPUs.
Yeah.
Or the FBI computers. Like the Japanese, they press the button, beep boop, it set a light up, and they
dot matrix
they
send out
a little Naruto at the end of the scene. But yeah, it's far from
very funny. It's very funny.
It came a long way.
So after UTT?
After UTT, I kind of went to, Camille. I started working for Camille. She had some open spaces in her company. And the fact is, the animation scene, when we started, was very nascent. It was just starting up. And there wasn't much places for us in the workforce to just jump to. Like, unless you had a background in another skill that will accentuate it, like he could do this and he's also an animator.
Right. But that being a pure animator
it wasn't lucrative at all. It kind of forced most of us to push our portfolio for other things and other skills.
Get a real job.
Yep, on graphics. Motion graphics, I didn't even understand or know about it at the time. One of the students in our class, Lyndon, he was doing motion graphics from before. He was pretty good at it already. Like, we were always impressed by his work. He used to work for an agency and go to school.
He's a real champion.
He would, people don't know what that about, but that's from me thinking about that right now is incredible.
Well,
he made it.
That was my everything after secondary school. Because when I put myself through John D, I was working during the day up in Mausika, and then go to John D, which is now UTT, for evening classes. And then after classes, at least 4 days a week, I would go to another job, freelancing in Express. And then when I was in UE, it was same thing. I would have classes during the day, and then I would go to work afterwards. So yeah, I know that struggle.
I can't imagine, because I know just after I hop in and out of Maxi twice for the day, that there's nothing to be had from me again.
Yeah.
I'm less of a person.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So yeah, UTT was a great experience. I started working for Camille after. It was my first introduction into real working conditions and expectations, deadlines.
What were you doing? What specifically was your responsibilities?
I was super flexible. Because I did a student film on my own, I could do storyboarding.
Right.
I'd have been part of the animation
this
team.
Commercial work for companies doing ads and that kind of thing?
It was whatever we got is what we were working on.
Okay.
Sometimes it'd be a music video. Sometimes we got a storyboard from CMB to make something more of. Sometimes it'd be personally for the company, because we had our own production that we were making that had its budget. Then there was some contracts. I was with them for almost 3 years, coming on to the management change, and that's when I took a hiatus with no intention. I had no other job. I just needed a break.
Right. Okay.
I think later that year, I got a job with an ad agency to be on Lonsdale, my first agency work. I interviewed with Ross before that, and I just was not understanding what agency life was like and the expectations. So he said how fast you could make some animation from it, just basic thing that any CEO brain would need to know before they hire you. And I've overcomplicated the answer now, because I'm okay, there's different types of animation. There's motion graphics, there's that. This would take probably 4 to 5 days, best case scenario. This would take a week. As soon as I started with 4 to 5 days and not 6 hours tomorrow, right now, this was a waste of interview, more or less.
Right.
And I'm really still grateful for the opportunity, but I just didn't know what the expectation was from that space. I'd bullshit and get a job and see what was up, and it would have probably worked out, but I didn't know any better. But afterwards, I did an interview at Lonsdale. I got a small project from one of their senior designers. It was a storyboard, and I wanted the job, so I went and colored the storyboard. All this unnecessary shit. They had changes, and I'm wow, this is why people don't color storyboards.
Yep.
I have to change it and make it look good again. Lesson learned real good, you just learn real fast. So
you have no choice.
Too.
You have no choice.
But that was all really fundamental stuff. It helped me get an interview with them, and they hired me.
This would have been when?
I got hired This was in 2013. So I was with Camille from 2011 to 2012, to the end of 2012. I took my hiatus from probably December, and in March of 2013, I started with lawn sale. So between this time, I forgot to mention, like when I submitted my student film, we had that night. I won that night because they made it to a competition.
Ninja Slippers won?
Yeah, Ninja Slippers.
Nice.
It was a couple other students. Everyone like delivered amazing works, and I'm not just saying that. Like I like some of them more than mine, but that's just me. Like Christopher, he did Chaos in the Carney Swamp. I remember the names. Thank God. Ricardo did Click, something like a 90s, late 80s style cartoon, someone fighting with his remote.
Right.
And these are the ones I remember off the top of my head. I remember Claire had one. Her dad used to drive on a moped, so she has a lot of memories of driving on a bike. So her main character would have a moped.
Right.
It was more about the momentum when he traveled. Like everybody had stories that reflected their life. And Ninja Slippers was like my world and universe turned into anime. So everybody had really cool, impactful stuff.
So in your world, people was flinging slippers like ninja stars and shit. Cool. That was sick.
Like you get like an item of power and it changes like your abilities, and without it, like you're nothing. Somebody compared it to like Mike, and I laughed because I never made that connection, but it's true. He put on the basketball sneakers and he's like Mike.
Yeah, and a drink it to you too though.
My boy Pony Ninja Slippers, and he's a ninja piper, dangerous too. That was actually my idea for part 2, to let these slippers, because he throws away these slippers at the end, it'll fall into the hands of someone with nefarious behaviors and ideas now.
Right.
And they'll just terrorize until he takes it back and puts it somewhere safe or some shit. It's a funny continuation. But when I won that night, there was a prize that I didn't know at the time. I think it was Commonwealth and another organization that does charity and pro bono stuff. They paid for a ticket to me to go to African Animation Festival where Ninja Slippers would be part of there. It was in Ghana, and I didn't even believe what I was hearing, and I would never travel that far before, so I had the heebie-jeebies. I was scared,
but you did go.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
How are you gonna say no to that? That's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I was waiting for the other shoe to drop. The other, the other slipper.
I couldn't say no.
The other slipper.
Yeah. I couldn't say no. I had to say no.
And how was that experience? I didn't even know this. You see, this is why I need to be bringing people in the gallery so I could market the business. All of this is new to me. I knew none of this shit.
It was like one of the easiest things to forget for some reason. But like every time I go back to that memory, it's just like I can't believe it happened.
I mean, it's one of the easiest things to forget. I don't understand that.
Because it's hard to explain, but it's like a part of my life that's so far from now. Yeah, I don't even study it anymore. But
right. Okay.
Honestly, it was pretty fundamental in me just like expanding my consciousness and realizing that, you only speak one language. That's not even cool. Everybody here speaks like 3 languages. What is
right.
It gives you those kind of experiences.
Yeah.
Like,
they realize the world is
cultures.
much bigger than you think it is.
People always say African people treat us differently. Like we're not really African. We're here now and we're lost our identity because we're all mixed up and stuff like that. I've heard that growing up, and it's like the complete opposite of what I experienced. People who don't know me would say brother, and I didn't feel. I know I have a lot of different ethnicities mixed up in me, so I know I'm not fully African to feel like nobody will call me brother off rip because you don't know. And it's literally the opposite experience. I felt at home everywhere I went in Ghana. Wow. I could tell you some crazy shit because like their culture was so close to the Caribbean. Like they'd listen to soca, they would listen to dancehall. I got an experience to go to the university in Africa. They have like, imagine UWIF, but it's in a forest and you have to take a taxi between classes.
What?
So they built the university in the forest. Like if you ever been a Riemann, you travel through Cleaver Woods.
Yeah.
That is the drive between classes. And there's like a student domicile, and the domicile has all the British kids who are the parents who went to England. They'd come back and do school there, but they have foreign money, so they pay in for it. Like how you will have the apartments next to it.
Yeah.
And then the students from Africa will be in the dorms, the free dorms. and it'd be a whole different culture.
Right, yeah.
I had friends, I'd meet people from both because they all went to the festival and the blind man there. And one of the ones in the domes had Call of Duty and they were doing drugs and it was a whole different lifestyle.
Right.
The domes, the one in the domiciles, the paid ones, they were living like more UKIs.
Okay.
Yeah, the PS3 and like things were wild there, and then you go by the ones that's more government style. They have like a jacket on the statue, but everybody clean cut. People more down to it, man. Just play music in the dome. It was a vibe.
Interesting.
It was a vibe.
That's so cool. So fucking cool. Wow.
They have a pepper sauce though in every way you go. Like the same sauce is a black kind of fishy tasting sauce, but it's spicy. It's in the Chinese restaurants. It's in the African ethnic food that's natural to them. It have like each culture, regardless of where you go, you should get it as an offering, as an option. in the parts of Ghana I went, and
real unity.
It was slapping. It was slapping.
Sauce.
Everybody know that is the one. Yeah.
Wow.
The sand was like red everywhere. It had a different smell. That's the first thing I noticed. The smell of the sand. The streets were dark and it's not lit like you think it is. So them bus drivers, their eyes develop of generations to see any pitch darkness. Like I was terrified. Like how is he seeing anything but lights coming toward him like a strobe? And
well, I mean, if it's a route you're accustomed driving, you know. So this Africa trip would have been when?
Right after Ninja Slippers was premiered, so 2010, end of 2010, probably in September of 2010.
And how long were you there for?
UTT leaked Ninja Slippers. It was on DVD before Final Night. You know when man used to sell DVDs in the street? Yeah, my student film. Just mine's get bootleg.
Horse.
I saw somebody show it to me.
You have made it.
You know what? This is actually, I actually should say this because, but it's all such old news. It shouldn't affect anybody in the modern era. But I handed the DVD as the assignment, and then it was on the street, as in someone who was holding it as record and stuff. I don't know if it had anything to do with the animation team.
Amazing. That is amazing. Because you make it. You've made it.
People who never watched it on YouTube might have seen it by buying it on the road or somewhere.
You
so that's pretty
have
tough,
made it.
You're right. I didn't think about it like I was like upset. Like,
I mean, no, rightly so. You should be upset. You have every right to be upset. But
I felt like 50 Cent, bro. Yeah.
But somebody pirate you? Somebody bootleg your stuff? I don't know anybody else with that, especially at that time. Us.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That is amazing.
Once in a lifetime opportunities, bro. I wish it could happen again, honestly. I need to like put out something though. I started some work back in like 2012. Nicholas Maxwell would have been involved. He's the only one with like a legit mic setup I knew at the time. I do some of the voice recording for the characters. I had the storyboard done already. I was just working in Lawrenceville at the time, and the production time to dedicate to another short film, it just felt impossible. I'd do a little piece every night and then realize the scope that I wanted to hit is just not a solo thing.
Right.
The resources like for other animators, it's tough. Like if someone else starts a project right now, I didn't have space for another artist. I would love to work with them as like a platform to get to a space where I could do my own thing.
Yeah.
There's actually, have you done an interview with Rajan yet?
No.
That's a good option.
Yeah, definitely.
He has some stuff to talk about. Like as someone in my space and he actually saw Ninja Slippers and did the UTT art course
afterwards.
Like he was inspired. I wanna spark up and say
wow.
It was early days now. I was just the first person to do it. Like
you just out here changing lives, though.
I wanted to, honestly, with Ninja Slippers. I felt like nobody in this space did something that long form.
Yeah.
Big up, man. Oh God, why does his name slip my mind? The original Trinidadian animator, Lucas A.
Oh, Wine and Stick Man. I can't remember.
He's gonna, if he watches this, he'll get mad. But
he should. He
was when he first to do it, son. And he had a short film about Trinidad in the future. Had flying maxis, like everything you'd think about that would happen. Like a Jetsons Trinidad. And that was one of the first things I saw coming into UTT. Like at the Anime Carib festival that I attended before we started class. It was my first taste of Trinidad animation and the landscape at the time. And he was a huge inspiration. So I wanted to do what I felt from that show for anybody else who do this, because this is like uncharted territory, and I wanted to like people to know that like this is not impossible. You could, the boy who thought Naruto used to be made on a computer with a button click.
Right.
Could go from that to like doing something that he's proud of and anybody could do too. So I just wanted to inspire people as well.
Take any episode bootleg by the
Yeah,
DVD
that was a huge stepping
on
stone.
Independence Square. That's amazing.
From buying Bleach episode 10 on 1 DVD, getting your short film bootleg here. It was tough.
Study that. So coming back from the Africa trip, what happened then?
I stayed with Full Circle for a while. I had the opportunity to direct some stuff. The studio started to go more in the direction of outsourcing for larger teams.
Okay. Wait, you were with Full Circle before the Africa trip? No. Full Circle was
Yeah, it was after when I came back.
Okay.
When I came back. To be honest, like I knew where the studio was, and I was in there looking at what they do even before my phone came out. Like it was just a place to hang out with people who were already doing productions and stuff. Yeah, so I would see what they're up to, and I'd know the vibe from before, so it wasn't too crazy me joining them.
Right.
A lot of what kept me there was the Call of Duty 4 on afternoons. It's really hard to give up a group of wild men in an AC room with internet for free.
Right, yeah.
You don't really get out anywhere. We used to play games for like 11 o'clock, and we're all young as we can be. So nobody has study time when we'll get home. We also accustomed to doing like all-nighters and stuff, depending on like the deadlines on the project.
Right.
There'd just be like a Papa John's with the garlic sauce oil. God, I could smell it thinking about it. I'm telling you. And that would be like your motivation to make it through this night. You have something to hold you down, and that on some Call of Duty, and we'd make it work. The job will get done, it looks like.
Simple joys in life. How long you was with Full Circle for?
2010, 2013. After that, it was Lawrencedale for about, I don't know, I think I finished Lawrencedale in 2019, so 6 years.
Okay.
And I got a lot of motion graphic skills there. That's what they kind of hired me for, with the addition of storyboarding, and he's an animator and something. So I had a good repertoire to like sell myself. I already made a reel coming out of Full Circle with what I did as a director, what I did as an animator, like the scenes that I would work on. I had an amazing opportunity, I think, with Nicholas and Renee. We all worked on the CMB KFC ad for Carnival, the color of Carnival.
Right, yeah. I think all you got James to do to help all you with some of the illustrations.
Craft designs? Yeah, there was a lot of different designers. It was like the dream team. Everybody who I knew from Wheeler's Draw, people that I knew from the animation space.
Yeah, that would be a real
like we all had an opportunity. Sure. Omari did the Midnight Rubber.
Okay.
And I was so jealous. Like nothing I did was that cool. And I wanted to do the Midnight Rubber, and then when he got it and did it, I was like, when he got it and did it, I was like, I'm glad I didn't get it, because I would not be able to do anything this thing. I'd have totally ruined it. So like, respect. He killed it. I did some of the revelers, the background characters.
Right.
I did the masks and stuff. Like it was pretty dope too. And I got the opportunity to animate the smell trails coming from the KFC. It was like a fluid motion animation or effects animation.
If I can find it, I will insert it at some point.
I'll link you. I'll link you this stuff.
Yeah.
I should have most of it on my Vimeo. That's like my best kept history of animation work, specifically going back to those years.
Okay.
Yeah. Nicholas has them in his archives too on the big shiny pixel. But that was an amazing opportunity. It was my first big check.
Nice.
Double digits thing. I buy a PC one time. My laptop had just mashed up. And I work on that on my grandmother PC, because all I needed was a Wacom.
Right. Yeah.
My grandmother PC was like what was it called? A cheap spec, like like a real basic spec for that time.
Right.
So it was like DDR2 or probably DDR2, which is like crawling. But I did it on that, and she only wanted it to play Zuma. It was her favorite game, the frog game with the ball. So I would beg her to give me a little hour so I could work. I do my designs, I do the animations, I a snail's pace, and as soon as I get a check, I bought like the shell of the machine that I'm still using today. I still have the case from 2010. just the parts, everything is swapped out.
Well, yeah,
But
yeah,
like the case is the exact same. I think one power supply changed, 3 motherboards, 3 CPUs, or 4 GPUs.
So
Good times, good times.
what specs you have now?
So I don't know if I made the best decision, but I moved from Intel to AMD just recently.
You did, I think.
I'm not sure what I was having an issue with, if it was the RAM or the age of my CPU. I had like a Intel 9700K, 32 gigs of DDR4. I used to have RTX 2060, and that hold me down for a while, but I upgraded to a 4070 Ti in 2023, and I'm still using that, and I will never sell it until it stops working.
Yeah, because you had to sell your
the whole computer to buy the next one.
Your left testicle and your first and second born child to get computer parts destroyed.
Check what other organs well enough to give away and still survive too, because it's a lot.
It is ridiculous.
There's no coming back. Not for a very long time. It's gonna be a while.
All right. So up to 2019, what happened after 2019?
So coming down to the end of my time at Lonsdale, I kind of got burnt out and probably wasn't giving it my best effort.
Okay.
It was not anything on like bad terms or anything like that. I left on good terms with the entire team and stuff. It's just that I saw myself like losing the plot again, disenfranchised with like literally what I was doing, marketing in general, being a creative arm in the advertising space and contributing to consumerism and capitalism like that. I was like growing up and just getting educated on these things,
right.
And it was all getting simulation and me not really considering the opportunity and the position I was in now to not just participate but put myself in a position where I don't have to participate and all that. I just wasn't studying all that, and I just started to phone it in a little bit, so they made my position redundant, and like I had to look for something else after. I worked with Ross for a little bit. I did a couple work from homes, and when I started working for Ross, that was right during COVID, and I cut ties with them when I realized how different that momentum, how like a small agency is compared to a big agency. You have more responsibilities, you have more demand, you're guaranteed to work late nights and shit.
Yeah.
So that wasn't for me. Moving on from there, I did a couple work from home stuff during COVID.
When they say work from home stuff, what do you mean?
Just like other agencies would recruit me to do pretty much the same type of work.
So
whether it's like 3D. I got a couple huge projects on my own. One for Republic Bank. Big shouts out to who's a writer. Names are slipping me today. So terrible. But he gave me a contract he was on the advertising team as a writer, and he suggested me to do the animation for it, more or less.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was for Republic Bank and Penny Cool, kids initiative for pretty much just being a better student and a better person. It's like a Republic Readers thing, but animated.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how well it did, but like it was completely animated and directed me. It's the closest I ever got to working on something at the level of Ninja Slippers that I do in the background, I do in the animation. I have to figure it all out again.
You'll send me that link as well so I can take a look.
Yeah, I was proud of how that came out in the time. I did that in a month and like 4 days.
Right.
It probably isn't as much as you'd think for that time, but like it's traditional animation mixed with 3D. I had to do the 3D to make it in time. There's a lot of corners cut, but like I try to make it as seamless and clean as possible so you feel it.
Now, in UTT, the 3D was not on the ballot, right? But I was just doing traditional stuff.
It was one of our main courses. Like we did Maya early days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if I saw anybody did 3D for their final thing. I can't remember.
Neither can I. I feel like somebody might have. Like one of our students would have at least. It was really rough, that course, for most people trying to like finish it in time, because even let's say you do get your production done, you are not like a sound designer. You're probably not the best editor. Everybody has specific skills, and a full production isn't necessarily the best thing for them to show what they can do and what they're best at. So
right.
Eventually, I think they changed the format to students work in teams, like in those early teething days where
right. all they would have been the guinea pigs. So
facts.
All right, 2019 to present day, you're just freelancing and doing work from home stuff.
Yeah. I don't think of any standout things, and I'm sure there was a lot of cool stuff in between. I did a short sequence for a storyteller who wanted to make his own anime. It was interesting thematically. It had a mix of like Chinese traditional folklore, like Son Goku and the Monkey Tail thing, and like a Trinidadian story of like a local student. Well, like that was the Son Goku character was a black Rastaman, and that's who I got to animate. And
Okay.
yeah, it's actually design was done by Daniel Blaze. They're pretty sick with it design wise.
Yeah.
They actually came from UTT as well.
Right. I remember Blaze. Always being our next disgusting one, just talent for no reason. Hopefully I'll have them on.
That would be a dope episode because they do this. They stream a lot now, so this will be very natural.
Yeah. It's just so many different talented people doing stuff, and I find like not enough people know about the stuff that they're doing, how good they are, their talent, and I find like they're not getting enough opportunities.
When we like think about the actual faces and names, is countless. It's so much people.
Yeah.
And it's all intriguing, interesting styles. None of us are alike. Isn't that crazy, bro?
That's the next thing.
Like these stories we tell, if we had the chance to, like the perfect opportunity for everybody to tell their own stories, there would be so much variety and like color in what we even visualize or the directions we take. Like I know that for sure.
So I have tried to do my due diligence and macro your business before bringing your head to macro your business.
Yes.
I'm not finding like plenty stuff from you though, like in terms of your work.
I would have mentioned that the Cintiq like matchup. Well, that's recently, that happened this year.
Right.
But at illustration wise, I've been lacking. Like I don't even draw on paper. I drew a lot last year, not digitally, but like in a sketchbook. It's pretty much like full. But I don't share those as often. I feel like with the content that I currently post, I need a new space for it. You know?
As in a new space, as in a different platform.
So like post direct, yeah.
Okay.
As opposed to just like share it in my story, like insignificantly, not trying to make a channel or a space for it.
So the platforms that you're using now not good enough for that?
I wouldn't say it's not good enough. I just don't want to just post random. Like the next time, like I put energy into something long form, or it has to be more directed and going somewhere. Like a good example is my boy who does cotton. Yeah, I'd love to do something like that, something consistent that.
Wait, it doesn't have to be too serious. There's, because I was researching, there's a list and Potoun, P-O-T-H-O-U-N-D or P-U-T?
Do you want the old cartoon dogs?
P-U-T. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, P-U-T.
He is on the list. Potential invitees. Because I love, I'll be honest, some of the jokes I don't hit for me, but visually love the style, love the coloring technique.
They really have the heart of a Potoun and the smile of them cartoon dogs. And you know they're like sad folks that you'd feel for. They have those souls.
Right.
Yeah, you just feel it in them, John. They're lovable stuff.
Yes, I'm very impressed with the amount, the volume that has been put out.
You've been putting out, right? Yeah.
Kind of
consistency. I just look up to him for that, even as a senior artist. Consistency is so important.
Yeah, very important.
To be completely honest, I've never done an Inktober, not once as an adult, fully.
Really?
3 days in.
Okay. Right. I've done two.
That's incredible, bro.
And
I'll get there. I really want to, but like that timeless just never worked out. Like
ended up turning that into a coloring book that is on Amazon. Plug that shit. Yeah, we had to dedicate time to that. So like I getting into creating carnival merch. One of the things I produced was some sketchbooks, and I was like, this I like I watch it stuff, like I am making some cool shit. So I got a book for myself. I was like, there's no way I could just have this there looking pretty. I have to use it. So the first page in the book, I did a sketch, and I have what this book is going to be about, and it's like being creative at least once every week, like doing a drawing in the book at least once every week. And so far, been able to rock with that, and I'm finding the joy in it now. But you know,
as you go through,
that's
tough. I think I should probably consider doing something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, just to get the juices flowing. Because, I mean, that was what the sketchbook was about last year, but last year I had way more free time to be honest, as opposed to these days.
Well, yeah. As adults, one of the things that becomes painfully apparent is time moves so much differently the older you get. And it is important to schedule things for yourself, whether that is work or play. So you should probably consider just scheduling, all right, creative time between, like 8:30 and 9, do some sketching, and then between 9 and 11, be deep in some Street Fighter matches to go up the ranking, whoever, you know what I mean? But yeah.
This is one of the reasons I'm sad about going AMD. Street Fighter 6 just like frame time stutters galore. I cannot get the game to run good to the point where I feel half the community blacklist me. So I don't want to dirty my name no more. I used to go from like getting invites to Battle League stuff, and then it's as I switched CPUs, I did every little tutorial, I tried everything, and right now I uninstalled the game. I didn't want to see Alex.
Wow. So
my old computer that I upgrade from run it buttery. Intel, no errors, nothing. 8 cores, no, I think it's 4 cores, 8 threads. Real simple. It just works. It's not the fastest, but it works. This thing, 16 threads, but like it can't like balance the power. I don't know what I need to, but I'm not building another computer just to play Street Fighter. I kind of just kick myself out of the racks by upgrading for work.
That is sad.
I am playing 5 still. I went back to 5 because I'm too sick with it to just drop all this lifetime.
I didn't know you was that Street Fighter man. Who is your main?
So I've been doing a thing with 6 where as soon as I hit master, I'd switch to another character.
Good father, you one of them who have multiple masters too. Okay.
Yeah, man. Guys, it's getting bored. It's getting real bored. My first master was Akuma. So I didn't get master until Akuma came out. And Akuma forced me to play my first Shoto. And like I didn't understand. You don't really get the game until you play a shooter. At least that's what I realized.
So who you was playing all the time?
I started off Zangief, and then I play against a Zangief and realize playing against a Zangief is really not fun. Like a good one. If you're playing against me, I'm gonna make you uninstall now. I don't want to put out into the universe. Right?
No.
So I don't want to play Zangief.
No. We need to build the Zangief army.
I'm not putting that out into the universe. So
we need to build the most Zangief
disrespectful,
army.
Belligerent, ignorant. You know what? I'll do it again. Type shit.
You're saying that like it's a bad thing. Like that's me. That is me.
I'm gonna do it again.
Exactly. I'll do it again.
I do it again. I do it again. No. I do it again.
And you're going.
I wanna give you a chance to play.
So you
went realize that there's no option.
Right. Okay. Sure, buddy. Sure.
I'll let you win sometimes, you know, because like the game is so random and it's so fast that like if you just play aggressive, you can smother people and it's not fun though. And I know the community, that's what's killer community. If you just get disrespected all the time, I'm gonna get a chance, you know, to see.
So now I really,
if you can like get a jump in, you want to jump in, jump.
I really want to play your Zangief now. I really want to play your Geef.
It's fun. And my Geef is steeped in Street Fighter 5. Like when he had the steel skin and the kick, and I used to play Geef in 4 when he had the green hand. So I never stopped playing. He's my main since a long time. Nabil and I play each other in Trinity all the time. They had a Street Fighter 4 competition.
Who are you?
He play Honda. Yeah, me and him. We bounced up in the mall. Me and Nabil.
Okay. Yeah. He's on now. Well,
it was a B-Mobile sponsored GAT thing. There's still pictures of it.
I play with him regularly. I don't want him. He coming on the show. Like he coming on. In the gallery. He had no choice. So he's agreed. But yeah, him and I play regularly.
Hey yo! I kind of need to link up. I was trying to get a match with Israel Silver, but like he's been pretty busy.
Okay.
Get married and all that. Big ups to you.
Big ups.
Oh boy.
So
you're gonna have much time to play Street Fighter if you have weddings on your mind.
But yeah, true. Even if you do, you do.
Because I get in so much trouble as an adult in a relationship playing Street Fighter.
Wow.
You know, it really kills my playtime.
Right.
And energy towards it, like to like stop overdoing. But like the testosterone, bro, like from beating someone on the other side of the internet, and you know you're vexed. you know they hurting because they're accustomed to doing the same cheap scrubby shit, and they want to flowchart you, and you just stop the whole matrix, the ones and zeros stuff. Like, nah, that'll work here.
That'll work here. Not in my house. Not in my
It's pretty dope. Not in my house. Pretty dope.
So how many characters you have at Masera?
Lily, Ryu, Ken, Akuma, DJ,
Jesus Christ.
Eleanor, Zangief. I might be missing one. I might be missing one or two, but those are the ones I like. Oh, and mine. I'm really good at mine.
Wow.
I'm really good at mine. So I went to a competition during my days. It was hosted by Standards.
Oh yeah. So some I vexed I didn't go to that.
You should be vexed that you stay home and didn't go host. It was for TV, and everybody wanted TV, right? So all the thirsty men from the PlayStation come out. It's a PlayStation only competition. I was running Xbox, so I was already at a disadvantage, but like that shouldn't mean too much. This is the most Trinidadian, never did a game tournament before in your life sort of shit. It's 1v1. It's best out of two. Oh no, best out of one. So like one round.
And that's it.
2 matches, and that's it. You're out. Not only that, we're playing on big TVs at 60 hertz, that not on game mode.
Low. Whoa.
And here's the icing on the cake, bro. This has nothing to do with anything. I'm sorry, I'm making a podcast about it. But they didn't let you set your buttons.
What?
They didn't let you set your buttons. So everybody have to come and deal with default or whatever madness they gave me, because what I got wasn't default.
That is madness. That is madness.
And here's the bubble, because it must have a little bubble. The host, his little nephew, is in the competition.
Right.
Guess who know that button setup, that stupid button setup real good, that nobody else that nobody else could play with properly.
Wow.
Unless you play in Guile, and a guy realized he was testing it early, and they're watching to see if it's setting buttons, that'll disqualify you. So I'm done talking. I don't want to spend too much light and get upset too much. But like, I've been in a real Street Fighter tournament in like an anime con before, and the men who was there, they were wearing jersey with the name on it. These were like hardcore.
Yeah.
I do this shit. You're not gonna beat me. And one of them playing Bison, I watched them and he come back against my beat. This is season 1 Bison, so broken.
Lord.
But I know what a real tournament works like. They have the right TVs without input lag.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have the big TV on display mode with, you know, like when you have your TV on advertising mode, when it's on the display to sell, and there's like info blocking. There was things blocking my life bar, and I'm blocking the character feet. I'm trying to space a Guile and I can't see where my legs are. And you have one try.
That is basically telling you get good scrub.
It's not real. It wasn't real. It was like a computer podcast. That's my mom. She's checking to see who I'm talking to alone in my bedroom.
Hi, Mom. He's not crazy. Well,
not all that. Not
go too far.
Don't speak for me, and you're getting court cases.
Exactly.
Save that inside.
So what is next for you, creative?
It's been like 2 years I'm trying to learn Unreal, not necessarily for anything film related. The reason I started in animation was to eventually get into game design.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I realized I had a talent for 2D, so I stuck with it and try to maximize that. But you know, like my passion for the real thing where we started with was always there. I don't know.
Right. So what kind of games would you like to make?
I have like books about different designs and concepts and unexplored. So I had like extremely vivid dreams, like when I was renting, and I would be playing games that are out yet. My dream would be me sitting on front of the TV playing a game with cool themes that are dope that are out yet. I'd wake up like, whoa, this game bad. I wonder who come up with this for it, because it's not me. Like one of them was for you know Bayonetta. I never played Bayonetta before.
Yeah, I know
like,
it. I know of it. I never played it. Yeah.
The dream made me download Bayonetta 2 and see what it was about, because the character, she had like a sari. It was like a desert. It's like generic themes, but like her dress would be her weapon.
Right.
And it was very amorphous and smoky, like not like Spawn, but like most smoky and flowy.
There's Bayonetta?
No, this is the dream for the character. Bayonetta, her hair grows and becomes her clothes.
Yeah, right. Oh,
this
so in your dream,
is more the dress. Yeah, more the dress was the weapon, and she would do like traditional dances. Those would be your inputs for your attacks and stuff.
That sounded kind of cool.
And they'd be like different colored, like you get a green one with gold, and it'd have different properties. And all this I'm playing, and on the buttons are mapped, and I know exactly what it is. Down to like the boss and the temples that you go to. Like I had like those that I penned, and then there's like I remember the PS2 library so fondly, and there's like a lot of creativity and energy from like the 6th and 7th generation of consoles now, PS2 and PS3 around it.
Yeah.
A lot of that creativity going on. I think there's a lot of ideas. Like they remaster a bunch of popular things and leave like genius ideas and mechanics on the wayside.
Yeah, they
So,
sort
like,
of
stuff
focus
like that.
more on graphics than finding
mechanics
creative
and
ways to get around
make the world feel real, like other than just interaction. And there's other ways to make a space feel lively or honest to someone. Like stuff like that. And AI makes it easier to code, but like I'm not trying to vibe code. I'm trying to do it the right way and have it optimized. So it's taken some time because that's not creative at all. There's like nodes and like downloading plugins all day and trying to figure out what's the best way to make it simpler.
Right.
So I've been working on that in my free time, all right.
Okay.
And just like slowly building towards like a playable something. I want to do like a racer first. Yeah.
I am very excited by this news.
Yeah, it actually put more energy into it this year than last year. Like design wise and mechanics and how I think it should feel. And then there's like simpler ideas I could execute instead of that one. Like a game before I start the real thing. There's all these things on the table. And when I was in the ministry of health, I had a MacBook I was working on. That was my first time working on an Apple daily, which kind of forced me to like see the beauty of Apple OS. I'm not a hater anymore. I actually felt more focused and functional on this stupid little laptop. Like I couldn't deny that I was more optimal because there's nothing else to do but work.
Right. Less distractions.
But also, let me not be an asshole. Also, the way like their touch on the I don't know about the computers, but the laptops in particular, the multi-touch and how you can swap between windows. I think it's really powerful for the kind of multitasking on a one screen. If you have two screens, it's even better. It's pretty sick. While I was doing that, I discovered GarageBand and how easy it is to like just make music without any musical background.
Right.
And I've just been playing with that for so long that I have like a smaller library jingles I could probably find in the game that I intend to make. I feel like these things need to connect and just be one entity eventually.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
I just be quiet and stuff, but like things going on, it's just not like in a state to
show.
Yeah, but
fair enough.
I need to like say that I'm gonna do something and not follow up.
Yeah, well, that's why I
just
had
like
to,
work
to,
until
to find
after
out
the show. Hey,
the macoin business. See what is going on.
You're doing us a service, man.
Yeah. Taking one for the team.
It's not. I mean, we wouldn't really hear from each other otherwise. You're like connecting us in the dark.
Well, again, that's what you're saying.
You ever played Death Stranding?
No.
The part 2 is coming out for PC just now. So this game, I didn't play it when it came out on PlayStation. I played it when it came out on PC, and it's like the perfect game to play during COVID. And it was during COVID while I was playing it, so it was,
okay.
It just felt right. I had a really great experience with it, and I didn't pay for that. I cracked the game, so it kind of breaks the game. You're supposed to play with other people and they'll make it easier for you.
Right.
And I would remember it's COVID, so it's even more solitary to play this game by
Yeah.
But because of that, I was able to like optimize my routes without wasting bandwidth and make it exactly how I want. I didn't have to share the world. At least I think that's how it worked otherwise. I had a very, very cool experience with that. I think I might purchase it this time. We'll see.
Who knows? We'll see. Okay. I am very excited to see and hear more with the games you're developing.
Just the one for now. I don't know, overstate everything. You ever heard of Kinetica?
That sounds very familiar.
It's a PS2 game that was like Pharrell. It was like early Guna days for it. So all the characters are in bikinis, but they have like motorcycle or vehicle parts on them. Like their arms and legs it would make a bike. It was very sick at the time. The concept art really sells it on the box art. The game was like you could see the idea, but it's PS2 days, so the technology was there to flesh it out and make it interesting, like anywhere near like a Mario Kart or a modern arcade racer. But I just think the creativity and the genius of it is raw, one of a kind, and you could take it to the next level these days, man. Like things are just on the table. That could be a new property and something sick right now. Like imagine taking the interesting character designs from something like Bloody Roar.
Right.
Bloody Roar is a very, very creative game when you think about
definitely.
every character and adding it to a racer like that where there's transformations and you have like multiple modes and themes that inform the designs and actual gameplay. So it's not just aesthetic, it changes how you know the thing.
That's very cool. That's very cool.
All the information out there, bro. So it's like I can't just sit down and not at least try.
Yeah, exactly. And
there's a lot of cool 3D artists out there, like locally too, who inspire me to like even try it and go further. Like everybody says, Makesi, why do you use Blender? Hop off of Cinema 40 for a little bit.
Yeah.
I would love one of them to come and sit with me and show me Blender, because I do not have the attention span to listen to a Blender tutorial.
That is the thing. That is the thing. Because I'm watching a bunch of
about
programs and I was like, I would love to learn, but I know myself. I don't know how much I'd be able to teach myself and
absorb and like get out of it, right?
Yeah. If I do have so I work best with a specific end goal in mind. So if I'm setting out to do it, all right, I want to do a 3D character and do a turnaround or a walk cycle, I could work towards that. But if I just say, well, all right, I just want to learn this program for learning its sake, it's going to take a million years, because I need to have some kind of reason, an end goal, a kind of goal oriented like that.
You can't just be aimlessly booping around, you know what everything is about.
Yeah, exactly.
I have the same as you, but at the same time, sometimes you just had to like do a tutorial and finish it, and they'll force you into actually engaging with the tools and go click by click and pause and play. I could have done that when I was younger.
So what
I know about now.
What I have done in the past would be set up the goal. So like, I want to do this, and then go and dig up and find tutorials doing either that or something close to that, and then going through. But yeah,
that's the way to go. Like, know what you're targeting and then find your way to that.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to draw something at the same time? Like, take a thing and we both do that. We can probably end it with that.
Draw something at the same time, like work on one.
Like the same
two
thing.
Of us work on one piece.
Yeah, like a one concept or one of the same thing. Like we're both doing dragons, so we both do a Street Fighter theme on.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that'll be sick. You want to do your Street Fighter main?
Sure. Why not?
Current mains?
I only have mains. I only have one, sir.
Okay. Add some spice, man. You must look at the big roster. You're not curious to see if there's another one that fits your playstyle.
So far, I have GIF. I have Right.
Okay, you're getting Alex though, because Alex is a grappler as well, and he have all this.
While Alex is a grappler, I thought I was going to main all grapplers. I play Lily as like she semi T-Hawkish, and I'd like T-Hawk, but I don't know. And then
she don't have much like variety. All Lilies have to do the same thing to win, which makes like experienced players cook it. Like as soon as you do your little spinny thing, it's a 50-50 between drive and pack or block, you know?
I just find that
that's not good.
Very annoying to play against. And then how she name?
Manon,
yeah. Not for me. Didn't work out.
She is pesky. Like if you don't know how to be like annoying, you're not gonna win with Manon. Right. You have to like actually like annoy the person and see them lose their composure. That's how you win with her.
So
but I actually forgot to mention I have a master rank with Manon too. I love Manon. Listen, do you know what is endeared me to a character? The animation, and like you ever take a good look at what's the one who was like Fang? Aki,
yeah.
So what I love about Street Fighter 5, we cancel the animation by pressing another button. But if you like press something and just let it rock without pressing another input, they usually add like 2 or 3 other seconds of the character doing something to finish the motion. And you know, when we press drive rush and the character runs forward, we don't let it rock. You just press a button to cancel the drive rush.
Yeah.
If you just let Aki drive rush go, it's the sickest shit I've ever. I watched it over like 5 times the first time I noticed it, because most people cancel it into a button. But she does like a Naruto run and twists her body in a 360 motion like a snake during the run, and her legs like animate in a convincing way.
No, I need to go and... Well, actually, no, I can't because I don't have a... Interesting. Okay.
If you go back even to 5, I main Oro right now in 5, and he has so much disrespectful things you could do. If you just let it play for a little bit, you can make someone think it's your turn and then like ruin their life. It's great.
Interesting. Yeah, Alex looking very technical, and I is not of the technical, but also I don't play enough. I need to play more, because just today, was it today or yesterday? It might have been yesterday. I jump in Street Fighter, and as I jump in, Nick messaged me on Steam and was like, "Hey, we playing?" I was like, "All right, cool." So he, like you, a million different characters at master rank, and his favorite is Sea Viper. So he come in with Sea Viper, come with McGeef, and
Wow.
guys start up play. When then we switch out, he went.
You
with,
beat him?
Yeah, but he afterwards he admitted that he wasn't going hard with
Viper.
Sea Viper, but he come back in with Guile, beat the Guile, and then Lily. Then he beat me one, I beat him one. He beat me one, I beat him, and then he said he had to bust up. But he was asking me to say he was going hard with everybody else. And he just recently got another character to master. It's like, dog, I don't even have one character at master. He's like, why don't you have Geef at master? Because you're playing at master level. So, well, I guess that's my fault. I hardly play as much as I used to.
Like, ranked is a whole different vibe.
Yeah, it's take too long to get matches. I don't know if it's because of my connection or whatever. So I just get bored and be like, I could be doing something else. And I actually, log off the game and go and do something else.
I think the ranked matches are so sweaty, especially in our region with the countries near us. And Dominica is huge with Street Fighter 5. We have
the Dominican Republic is where this gas at challenges from. They are.
Same.
Yeah.
They have a huge community. All the other islands, there's a lot of Jamaicans and Antiguans. So, and we're all sweaty. We all grow up playing Street Fighter. That's like a commonality that we all share. So it's tough in our region. People don't know how crazy the Caribbean region is, but it's not nice. Nobody will let you get a chance.
So now I'm very interested in bouncing you up and running a set or two.
Oh, for sure. We'll do the Geef mirror match. I don't mind at all. You see that air grab? Oh. To condition someone to jump and just know there's nothing like it. Got him.
Got him! Got him!
I have no choice. This is what you do with any other character. Don't do it with Yagi. So quick end.
Cool. So we have Alex coming out in 9 days.
Yup.
And then
just now.
That random chick that they pull out from wherever.
Oh, she was in Capcom vs SNK, and she's supposed to be in some 3D fighter. I really don't know enough just to have any big claim. But I bet they'll do something cool with her. Like, this is Capcom's biggest fighting game. They're not gonna waste a slot. I don't think they have so far.
Well, depending on who you ask. But yeah, I don't have any. Everybody have their
grievances with the cast so far.
Yeah. Who would you like to see in the next season?
I want back Oro, but it's not gonna happen. I really love that character. Just his low on everything too. It's pretty sick. Rolento would be interesting. Probably not gonna happen either. I want to say Sodom, but he was lame, wasn't he? I remember I didn't know back forward characters, so I didn't know how to do most of the characters move long time. It's like secret law or some sort of special thing to keep inputs away from your younger family members.
Yep.
You don't get to know how to do Hadouken, so I can just beat you easily with no competition.
That's why Honda and Chun-Li would get all the play, because it's just literally mash buttons.
Yup. It was the best of times.
It was the best of both meals.
Trying to get like where her legs is under the clothes is crazy. You just do the clothes instead. And so I figure out like leg positioning. Because her pants is the baggy in costume 3.
Yep.
I like that costume for her. She looks like she has paint flowers. There's
Akuma bestie.
Yeah, boy. She had the Erica Badu. Interesting touch.
But
Capcom, I do it too bad with the black characters this time, but
yeah.
The representation, okay, came a long way.
I understand. Even though I have a serious grouse with DJ voice actor. That is...
Put it on Japanese first. The Japanese is amazing. That's why I could play DJ.
No, that's... Yeah.
You don't like Japanese?
Yeah, no. Sorry, I should say DJ's English voice actor.
Yeah,
whoever they get. Oh my god, the man is not even Jamaican, Jen. Like...
The most generic.
No, none of his family members. Really?
I need an artificial intelligence mod for DJ. I need a song like Buju Banton. I need the artificial intelligence mod. But the Japanese version is quite amusing. I think it's cool.
It is fine. especially compared to the English. Hell no.
It's shameful. They get these Stella got her groove back forth.
Man, just thinking about it get me so mad.
Oh shit, I'm moving the canvas. Nope, wrong one. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing. Yes. I cheat sometimes, bro.
So it is
to get
going
the space right? Yeah. That's why we would digitally don't tell nobody. I keep hitting Control T thinking it would transform, and I'm opening new tabs.
Yeah. Yeah, that is up.
Old habits.
That does happen.
This is very cool, bro.
What's that?
Magma. Yeah. Saying it the way I remember it.
Well, I didn't
even play with any of the other brushes. I think I might come back and check it out. If we do this again, I'll be sick with it, man.
Not if. When?
Yeah, when
I warned.
I speak things into life. When we come back.
I warned all of my victims so far. This is not the end. This is the beginning, because the plan is to get a bunch earlier on the same Discord, on the same canvas, and we just go in and draw as a whole group, game show style. So just go in and have a wheel of death. Everybody spin, and they have an item, and we had to draw together to bring this shit to life.
No, that'd be fine. I think that could be like a huge one. That'd be like a episode 25.
Yeah.
In a watershed moment.
and probably live streamed as well. Who knows?
Yeah, that would be the next step.
Once I could figure it out. But yeah.
But your art style is really iconic at this point. I actually know who I'm drawing with. For sure. Without a voice and a name, I would know. If I woke up in my body right now, I know who I'm drawing. Like, what? Oh boy.
I appreciate. Oh, right. That's one of the things I wanted to bring up. Actually, I found for quite a while that every time I saw your style, like with illustrations, it always reminded me of Studio 4 Degrees Celsius.
Bro, I have their books. So you're right. I have
the
art books for black and white. They've always been a huge influence on me, like especially in school when I started learning about studios and like the history of Japanese animation and how you could follow a director to good work that you would never see. Instead of following the show or the publishing house, follow the artists and the talent and see what they did next, because the internet would have, like before even Wikipedia, like nice compendiums of what these people do throughout their career, and that would lead me to some dope shit. I would want to impress my classmates, like yo see this one? And I'd bring something to the weebs who came before me that they didn't see it, and they would feel cool, like I was like validation, man. Like you thought you knew everything,
right?
Found this one. That was the nitty shit we'd be up to back then, and that's what got me into Studio 4C.
Okay.
Tech on Concrete is the name
of the such a film. Beautiful fucking movie, Jed. Oh my god.
Yes, bro.
That is such a beautiful movie.
One of a kind. It's slow for most people, but if you like animation and you understand how animation works, it's like jaw-dropping.
Them backgrounds.
There's a scene where they break a fishbowl, and it's not 3D. It's something that no one would think to draw. Even back then, you could have done it in 3D, right?
Yeah.
These days, you're definitely not drawing that. You're gonna do it in 3D and make it look like a drawing if you want. But
yeah,
they took the time to animate in such an intricate, disgusting level to just make a statement, man. Like, oh my god, where do people that do this?
It always, especially in Tech on Concrete, it always amazed me, and I found so interesting the contrast between such detailed backgrounds
and the extremely oversimplified
main characters, but because of that, the movements and the animation itself was so dynamic with the, the camera angles and that kind of shit. It worked.
The simplification in those designs allowed them to do more drawings and be more like free-form with motion.
Yeah, the fluidity of the
There's
motion.
There's a history of that in like the Matrix and the Animatrix. There was this scene with the boy on the skateboard.
Yep.
It was one of these short films. That was a huge influence. I believe that was Studio 4C. And if you remember the early Batman, the Japanese Batman animated ones, there was a Gotham sequence with the exact same art style, background, director as Tekken Kenku.
I'll go and look for that one. That one not ringing a bell.
This is the first time you got like a collaboration of Japanese directors working on Batman. This was I was still in school, so 2008, 2007.
Nah, I want to look for that one. That one not sounding familiar at all. I remember when they
it's
did the fight sequence in Naruto at the waterfall. It's like, what the fuck is this?
That was Studio 4C as well?
I think so. Wasn't it?
It probably was. The animators who do those shots, they were always like individuals, like people, as opposed to studios. Like one person would do this, and that's why it looks so sick. The guy who did that did Sword of the Stranger.
Right.
You know, the sick fight scene at the end with the blonde hair guy and the main samurai character.
Yep.
He did that. He did some of the best things in Full Metal Alchemist. He's one of the goats.
Wow.
And you know it's him because it's the flyest shit. There's having him on most openings. He'll have like the best scene in the opening of the anime.
Right.
Yeah, he's known.
Have you seen the movie Look Back?
It sounds familiar too.
Anime movie about two mangaka.
No, this is recent too.
Yeah, put that on your list. Watch that shit. Sad AF, but amazing.
You know, there's a short list of good anime that I enjoyed more than most things, but the one that sticks in mind, and if I want to make something again, it'd be like that, is Ping Pong. You ever watch Ping Pong the animation?
No, I watched Ping Pong the live action movie about table tennis, but I don't know Ping Pong the animation.
I watch it like while I'm working like a really trash job, and I need something to make me see and remember like nostalgic, happy memories of what I got into all this for. I just watch Ping Pong. It inspires me every time. Story, animation, art style. It's again very similar to Tekken Kenku.
Interesting. Okay, I'll look for that then. Is it about table tennis or is it something else? Just the name?
It's about table tennis, and it's another story about two boys.
Oh well, then it's the same.
Opposing ideologies.
It's the same movie. It's the same story.
Pretty much.
Have you seen the live action?
Ping Pong?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I love that. I love that.
When did that come out?
That's a while back.
2002. Ooh. Oh, you talking about Marty Supreme?
No. What?
Because that's the Ping Pong movie out right now.
No, Ping Pong is the name of it, a Japanese movie. What are you talking about?
I'm looking at the poster I'm looking at the poster. I haven't seen Marty Supreme either, so.
I have no interest in Marty Supreme.
Most people don't.
Yeah.
I feel you. This does look dope. You know what? It might be the horse. Is the same story? This is the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The anime is based off of this. Whoa, they look just like the characters from the anime and the manga. Okay.
And enter hero, dog. What you saying?
Because that is emotional to this day. That shit hit.
Dog. I want to tell you, I love that movie.
There's a movie for that.
I love that. Sick. And whoever the hero character. Man, when you watch it, we'll talk when you watch it.
You can tell like they love the original work and wanted to do something,
I will watch the anime, you will watch the live action, and we will compare notes when next we meet.
For sure. Like homework.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just want to use AI to like do things I don't have time to do, and I'll just go like, nah, man.
Oh well, then let me talk about it. What are your thoughts on AI in general?
It has its place on purpose.
Right.
It has its place on purpose, like medical fields, things that humans can't do, like millions of calculations within a short period of time. Yeah, we need that to like advance things, and you can see advancements, but trying to make it profitable to regular people to make back the money that they invested in is just like, it's terrible for society in so much different ways that even they acknowledge it, and we're already past the point because there's no way to pull back the lever and take it all away. It's part of our society. People can't think without it sometimes.
Yeah, not sometimes, but more and more every day.
It's like stop using a muscle. When I got my Samsung phone in 2023 and they let you use your fingerprint to remember your password, that was the last time I remembered my passwords.
You gone
far. From
the time cell phones come out, I stopped memorizing phone numbers. If I don't have my phone, I don't remember phone numbers.
the brain power that we used to reserve for that on something else.
Yep.
And that's gonna happen to like basic things. It's kind of poisonous though. When it comes to like art, there's so much different ways you could critique this thing and how it's like forced its way into everything.
Yeah.
And I'm just repeating what people have said already. We need it, we have it, but it's already too late. That's my opinion. We're kind of integrated in a way that, you know, like youths just use it for company. Now we are at an age where we saw enough things become normalized and integrated. We could still remember what it was like before.
Yeah.
Because we're old. There's so much of us just born into this, and
there's
no image. Yeah, there's no image of what came before. It's like I will never spend money on like microtransactions. Bro, I used to buy games. And I didn't have to pay for cheats because the cheats was in it. It was part of the code.
Physical games used to buy physical magazines to find out about the cheat codes in the game.
It felt good, but all them things don't know. And I was trying to educate my nephews and nieces and whoever I could about how things are being forced on your children and how you don't have to accept them for it.
Yeah.
I think AI is definitely one of those.
Yeah, I could very much agree. It's definitely not going anywhere. It is here to stay, for the good and the bad.
I kind of use it when I have to in like situations. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I'm in marketing and advertising. The last couple of years, you're kind of incentivized to do it or just don't do it at all because the timelines you have available.
Yeah.
To search for photography, like I used to search for photography, is gonna make you look complacent or inefficient or some shit. Bro. You just need to get what you have in your head out as soon as possible. And
so I see it as a tool, just like everything else, right? Because before it is mainstream, like this shit we do in here, you know, plenty traditional artists would say this is fucking cheating. They would still say this is cheating, right? Because there's no Control Z in life, sadly.
It would be nice.
It would be fucking great. You know, so my issue is when, especially since like teaching part-time, when students blatantly type in whatever, in most cases, they get in the prompt from ChatGPT to copy and paste it back into ChatGPT to generate an image, and you're presenting...
They prompted for the prompt?
They prompted for the prompt, and...
That's the first thing I saw when I started my new job working with youths. They don't even want to think about thinking.
Yep, exactly.
They're
presenting your work as your own. Like you're not even trying to sprinkle a little something of yourself on top.
Some little mistake in it, you know.
Something.
It's just error.
Wholesale. As soon as it come out, ChatGPT spit it out, or whichever program spit it out, and you just put your name on it.
You know
and
what?
claiming that as
like there's a company trying to hire your dog, and the company using an AI bot to look for the best version of that, and you ask the AI to write something for the AI, but you're probably better off. So in some circumstances, I do think they're kind of genius brain there, but not for everything. You have to use your discernment and know when to employ these tools, as you say they are, as opposed to wholesale trying to use it for everything. Because I do think like your neuroplasticity will start to wane, you know, eventually.
Yeah, that plastic will dry rot.
But
that will crack.
You can't let go. Go by the wayside like that.
That's it exactly. So yeah, I believe it has its place, but people overdoing it do, and it's to everybody's detriment.
Is the mental illness part, because the chatbots I think are the most harmful, and like AI image generation, you know, you put any hands of a racist or someone who not empathetic or ethical, it can be dangerous too.
That's done the case already.
When you say that, you think about X.com right now.
Yeah, that
as normal people say Twitter.
Yeah. That's been happening.
It has, and it's pretty sad. I envision this future. I think I was sitting down with some friends when Django come out, and I was thinking about Facebook and how like people just post their face up now, and what we do with Photoshop when it comes. And I was looking at the history tool, how, you know, maybe they analyze each step and could probably do these things at a click of a button. What if you could just take someone's face and put it on like an adult actress and make harmful stuff now? This is probably in like 2008, like with friends. I saw this happening eventually we get to the point where no one's identity online would be safe now. Like as soon as you post yourself, it's there forever. Someone could sample it, copy, paste, and then you're in a porn for them.
Yeah.
I just didn't think it happened in my lifetime.
It was probably happening even while you were thinking about it. It was done happening already.
Yeah, it happened to celebrities, but most people were safe. You're not in the public eye or in an international way. You probably should be good. But now with these tools, anybody has access to hit people.
Yeah, well, I mean, access goes both ways, right? So
yeah, we give it and they take it.
So that thing I watching that, I just shaking my head recently where you give AI permission to scrape your social media and then come up with a illustration with all of your interests and things. It's like, you can't catch with that day.
I mean, if you're young and you don't have much of your stuff out there other than like what you do for a job, you mightn't think anything else of it, but I just know about privacy and I just don't want them scanning my shit in the first place. They already have so much access to my biometric, to my location data. Like, just take it all. They want to be like the government of China without, saying it.
Yeah,
they want all the surveillance and the information, but you don't get free healthcare or housing.
That is it exactly.
No thanks. Cool trend though. It's like the Simpsons one, or the Miyazaki one. When the Miyazaki one was happening, it was just like, damn, I guess this is gonna go on whole year, huh? Another one, like DJ Khaled.
Exactly.
When you thought it dead, it come back up again. Oh my god. I'm glad we're past it. Like people saw enough of it to like never want to see it again. And that's my thing about like early gen AI. They were always using like the most perfect references, the most perfect paintings, the most perfect pictures. So there's this plastic beauty on all AI image generations that completely sells it away. Like the certain men like us now who've been designing forever, who've been looking at photography and know like the image artifacts to look for when something's real.
Yeah.
It was just like really lame to see take over and pretty much compete with real things for visual attention. But that's what we are though. And I think it's been like really depressing to smaller artists. Like if you didn't already have a following or some motivation towards doing this, it could have been harmful to a lot of new people who start. And at the same time, this is some really elite information I'm gonna share here. There are whole social media groups and people who've never been artists before that have formed communities and friendship with people who generate digital AI art.
Yeah.
You know, like how we used to do, we just draw and we're all learning. They're learning to prompt and make cool images every day, and it's like a whole community. And who am I to stop connection and genuine human, bonding between people who probably have nothing else in common?
I don't know.
I don't want to be bar humbug now about that shit, because we as artists have our opinion, but like this is just a tool given to people and they're using it and it's making their life better. That the person who I met, they had a card like, I do AI art and to get me to do stuff for you like here, and they showed me their Facebook group and it was like popping. There's people who genuinely
that is amazing,
enjoying the process and finding community in it. So we have our opinions, but like it's bigger than that in some ways,
I guess. That just rubbed me the wrong way, but alright, whatever. At this point,
it rubbed me the wrong way too. I was just trying not to be, not political, but uncritical about how different people engage with these things and if it's actually bringing value to their life.
Yeah, but bringing is bringing value, temporary value to their life because it's not affecting them negatively. But at what cost, right? Because in order for them to be able to have a fucking card saying I make AI art, you don't make shit. You're not making shit. Right? But in order for you to quote unquote make AI art, they had to exploit countless other artists that's been doing it, right? It's just that it's not affecting you and you don't have to pay for it. That's fine.
Imagine me telling her that and taking the smile off her face. Like, what kind of inhumane man would I be? Be like, you probably stole
a real one. Because it's fine. Is fine until it affects you directly and personally. Then is when you will understand what somebody might have been trying to tell you for years. But because we're not there, people not really taking it serious. And I don't want to rain on anybody parade, right? You do you. I just seeing it differently, and at some point it will probably hit closer to home than you would like, and then at that point you will see.
And what form that take?
Yeah, exactly. So we go see. Until that time, enjoy your community. Trying to hurt nobody.
Yeah, most importantly.
You Red Army.
I'm trying to remember one of his voice lines. I have everything in Japanese on Street Fighter, so I don't know any of the English voice lines. I'm a real wee with it. I think I have Ken on English because I like Ken's voice.
It's your
Because the voice
last
actor
ride.
for Ken.
I find his CA could be actually wasn't bad in
5.
No, 5 was just a
The
suplex.
grab? Yeah, it's just a big suplex. It was pretty simple.
That shit.
It had no
5
stage
is
lights.
shit.
No,
Compared
is
to
what I
4,
had.
Final Atomic Buster. You
Yeah,
know,
that's hyped
boy.
up. That's hyped up.
5 was. I was so disappointed when I see that. I was like, that's all we get.
The Trigger 2, when the announcer starts talking in 5, you have to admit that kind of hype though. And when you actually get the grab after you engage the V Trigger 2, how he has finished the commentator.
I didn't. To be honest, I didn't play much of 5 at all.
Coming out to the end, no, okay.
Yeah.
So here, every character has 2 V triggers or V trigger. No, every character has 1 V trigger. No, every character has 2 V triggers and 2 V skills.
Right.
Which makes 5, like coming out to the last season. Every character has like deep mixes now. You can mix V skill 1 with V trigger 2 or V trigger 1 with V skill 2 and create different balanced or feeling characters. And Zangief, one of his V triggers is to increase the damage of his suplex. So V triggers stop the game in time. So like a character could be jumping towards you, you freeze the game by pressing V trigger, and he's just in the air to jump grab now. And it's like Zangief phone is a jump scare because the announcers just scream at you when you launch it. Final atomic blast, and you just hear the guy going crazy in the back. Is he gonna do it? Is he? It's hyper as shit. So I missed that from 5. But you're right, the CA shit compared to 6. Definitely nowhere near as cool.
And even in 6, I find like we could have. I wanted it to be more devastating, but
yeah,
purely because
disrespect.
Yes, but
right.
you know that's just
it's pretty simple. But like Alex own his basic CA is pretty weak. That choke grab, I think, is worse than Geek.
it is. I was not going to say what it showed Alex with the figure 4 leg lock or whatever. Like it to me, there's not even like a final impact. Then it's just the dude slump, and then the next shot is Alex walking away or something like that. Like, what's that?
The lighting was cool. The sound effects was cool, but like compared to everything we've seen before that they released DLC wise, this was like, what is this? But apparently he has 3 or 4 different supers, like versions of that same thing.
Kind of like Sagat?
Yeah, they only showed us the one. Sagat has variation on his level 2.
Level 2.
He has variations on his level 3 and 2.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, you have too much options, more or less.
I guess we'll be going to see one way or the other. I'll definitely rent and see how he is. But
yeah, fine. I probably won't buy him. I used to play Alex in 5, coming down to the end when I got bored of Geef and Oro. I was just trying him out. I tried him out and Mika.
Right, okay.
Annoying. I don't know if you had good times facing against that character. She is so broken.
No, but again, I played much in 5 to remember. It was so long ago.
It's polarizing too. Most people who was good with 4 didn't really like the direction they switched with 5.
It's only going back and watching stuff in 5 now it making sense, because it was a big wake up call to me coming from playing 4 and even with 4 not a shit ton in 4. But the changes between 4 and 6, I was like, where all of this stuff come from? And it's only watching back people playing 5 and like, oh, so this is where Drive Rush came from.
To go this direction.
Yeah. It's like plenty of the move changes and things. Like, oh, it happened a little bit in 5, and that's where they just build on it in 6. Okay.
There's a natural progression the way they started, because I didn't think I'd play 5 for very long. Like with the seasons, I actually stopped when Overwatch came out. That was the end of my Street Fighter 5 run. So the same thing happened with me, but again, when I moved back into Arima, like while I was in Lonsdale, I was renting and moved back home for COVID.
Right.
It was level Street Fighter, a lot of free time. I got back into it. I realized that there was a cast of 15 new characters that I never see before, and it forced me to like learn every matchup to understand what was going on. Because they had some broken characters. Ed was stupid. Cody, any Cody player is just like, they're not good people in real life.
My cousin was playing Cody. Not in 5. Was it in 5? He was in 5 as well. Tattoo artist. I think I was the reason he went Shaolin and train. Like he went and sit down under the waterfall and meditate.
Temple? In the mountain temple?
Like not in reality, right? But we bounced up by family. I think it was around Christmas time or some kind of thing. So big family gathering. And my brother had Street Fighter on Xbox. So I mean, I cutted my two brothers ass left, right, and center in Street Fighter for how many ever years, right? But
I wasn't expecting too much.
yeah, but cousin, but they're cousin, and come we good. But I was playing, boy. I just tried to not fully advantage them, so I was playing some other character, like a guile or something, and then cousin come and he started going bad. I was like, oh, all right, time to switch. So I switched.
I can't play in the one that's a nice guy.
Yeah, no more is a nice guy. I walk up with Zangief and it's licked from a side. You see this boy just get quiet, he nod, he put on the controller and he walk off. Next time I box up this man was online, Street Fighter 4.
That started racist his chance again. You remember last?
He cut my ass. I win one round. I did not win one. I was like, this bitch been training.
Yeah.
So
you
then,
had to ask.
Yeah. He's a tattoo artist. Actually, I would consider him the best, if not one of the best, if not the best in the country. No, Cohen.
Oh, I don't know Cohen.
Yeah, Cohen Figueroa. So
where he is tattoo?
He used to be on the Avenue. I think he in Aranjuez now. I think. So when he was on the Avenue, went down to get my tattoo. No, actually, I carried a friend to get her tattoo. But since I come in and work with the setup and he run some wrongs, and then that was in 5. Yeah, that was in 5. So he had switched. He was a Cody, and then the other annoying one, Rashid. Them two. But still,
they introduced them characters to make the old school players like us just give up.
I still
letting you guys go.
I still whole moon and thing, and then I was like, all right, so there's one of my rivals here, because clearly we're going to be doing this thing regularly. So I had to touch base with him again. I had to talk to him in a little while and get some sessions in.
But we go look up. You got test the metal. Pause. You see where you stand.
For real.
I have played Nabil in so long. The last person to watch me and get my vet was Israel. This was 5. He's a Ryu main through and through his whole life.
Right.
And I went up against him with my Geef, and the man commended me. He's like, hey, your Geef real good, bro. But I'm salty. I'm sitting there salty because I couldn't get it.
I trying to remember when I switched, because I was a Ken main in Hyper Fighting. That was Ken, in the arcade. I cannot remember when I switched to Geef. I cannot remember.
And 4 was a big Geef here, or a big season for Geef. Snake Eyes pop out with Zangief and actually show people that the character is viable. Nobody wasn't taking on Zangief before that.
Yeah, Snake Eyes, boy. Best Geef that do be in tournaments.
Anymore. He stopped playing Geef. When you see the person who bring out the character stop playing it, you realize Street Fighter is like, nah, this character actually.
No, he playing Geef in 6.
Still?
I'll be watching his streams here. I mean, he get bored of Geef, so he on a few other characters now, but he was playing Geef hardcore. It's just that he not in tournaments for people to see him, but he be streaming and then playing Geef regular.
I wonder what make him stop competing, man.
Yeah, that's a good question that I don't know the answer.
Because it have people like Punk and them still going now.
Punk still going, Justin stop, but Justin is a different kind of. Justin will pick up any game, any fighting game, and figure it out, like understand everything about
history
it.
And background, yeah, he'll break it quick and figure out what's wrong with it.
Yeah, he brilliant with it. He is brilliant with it.
I'm gonna get my content creation up, but I really enjoyed this experience, man. It's those vibes, because I'm not gonna force myself to draw, especially in my situation where I don't have the tools that motivate me to do it.
What's the tools that motivate you to do it? The Cintiq?
Yeah, boy. He used to make me want to draw. I'm not gonna lie. I had a dust to get catching dust. Look at this bad bitch.
I mean, you have cheaper alternatives now that just as good, because I reckon a Huion canvas 13-inch.
Yeah,
and
that's so good too. I didn't even consider the Chinese alternatives. Of
course, Huion or XP Pro, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. And if you go big, big as in 22 or over, you're getting touch screen
as well.
Yeah. So I decided, you know what, I need to get back in the creative thing. So I invested my tablet from like 3 years ago. And I think last year or year before, I also got a tour box. And
I don't know what that is.
so it is a device. It's selling now on Amazon, but apparently it started off as a Kickstarter. So it's a device where you could program buttons. So that's like you would use your shortcuts on your keyboard. You could set up a device that would be on your desk, and you have different buttons on the device that you could map to different shortcuts and things. And the good thing is the bitch heavy. Like you could kill a man with it. So it's not going and slide around the place. 1. 2.
What the device look like? It is like what it's shaped like. Is a remote kind of for extra quick inputs when you're working?
Yeah, and you could use it for like it comes with an app that has preset shortcuts for a bunch of different programs, including Clip Studio, Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro.
Smart.
But all of the buttons different. So like you don't even have to look at it. All of the buttons tactile.
You know where you're touching based on the shape.
Yeah, so different shape of buttons, different size, and it have like wheels and dials, so you can change the size of a brush, or you could scrub a timeline, them kind of things. So
is light up? I need my RGB. I'm kidding.
No. I don't know if the Pro might light up. I don't think so. They're different colors.
I was just being stupid. I don't need RGB.
Add to the FPS.
Yes.
Add to the FPS. Yeah.
And download the RAM when you're done.
Exactly. So them two things, yeah. Because I would like to think like within the past 2.5 to 3 years, I've been drawing more than I ever did in the past. And like I see improvements in my style and that kind of thing. Just because it's fun to draw again and create and that kind of thing. So yeah. Thanks for noticing.
Fellow background like you.
I was saying.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Well, fuck me, I guess. just because you've evolved past GIF is okay to just erase him. Alright, sure.
I'm trying to. Oh god. I got a little overzealous, and everybody else got a little overzealous.
This was very fun.
I agree, bro. That's what's sick.
I appreciate you taking the time to come online with me so I can market your business. I am very excited about the game idea and projects that coming soon. So I'm looking forward to playing, and I promise I wouldn't go by the DVD man on Independence Square and pirate your game. I'll go buy it. I'll go buy it.
It should be like no more than $15 on Steam. I'm trying to be, considerate to the markets and let everybody get a chance to play the game. They're going to crack it anyway. I'm not going to put the Nouveau. I'd add the Nouveau money, but $15 is pretty considerate,
Yeah, especially now where games going to be 70 and 60 and things. So
I want the Nintendo Switch deal. I want Nintendo to just buy it and make it exclusive. That would be so sweet.
Well, we have goals. Time to work towards them.
We get to never. I'm actually gonna try and do enough code base just to get a simulation. Once I have it running, I'll send y'all it should be easy to run as I get.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to learn the whole process from settings to, because you see people really slop, like one-man teams really slop, and I'm an artist from London. I think I could do something that isn't trash.
Yeah, I have faith.
And if it gets to the point where I need help with dev and stuff, I must find somebody eventually. So I'm gonna keep pushing, bro.
Hell yeah. That's what we say. All right. Well, I think it's time we could lock up the gallery. But again, like I said,
one more little touch.
Mm-hmm.
If it will come out, trying to erase. Maybe I should.
You gotta be on the right layer.
I'm on the right layer. Just like that. Yeah, never mind. This was good, bro. This was good. I'm trying to sign. I'm not getting a sign as a sign.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, G.
All right. Well, that's it. Until the next time. Yeah,
until the next time, bro.
Until the next time.
Big old stretch. It was good, man.
Thank you.